this here, his name is Vishnu. He's our adult male Indian rhinoceros. We have two adult Indian rhinos. Our female, she's behind that wall right now. Her name is Asha Kiran. We keep them separate because they're solitary in the wild, so the only time they'd come together in the wild would be for breeding. And the only time you'd see more than one in the wild would be like a mom and a calf, or sometimes you see small groups of females. But usually they're by themselves. So Vishnu, he's 10 years old. Our female, Asha Kiran, she's 8 years old. Vishnu here, he weighs about 2,100 kilograms. So that's about 4,500 pounds.
Man,
quite a big animal.
Look at the size of that thing.
Our female, she weighs about 1,800 kilograms, so she's about 4,000 pounds. And he stands a good 6 to 7 inches taller than she does. So he's quite a bit larger than our female. And they are both full grown now. So these guys, they're from India, Nepal, Pakistan. They like really marshy areas. They spend a lot of time around close to water. They love spending time in the water. You can see over at the far side of our exhibit, we've got a big wallow there. They spend most of the summer in that. It just keeps them cool. It helps protect them from bugs, and it helps protect them from the sun as well. So that's where, if you're here on like a really hot day, if you're trying to find a rhino, the big rock over in the wallow, that's a rhino. Now, there's 5 species of rhino. There's 2 African species and 3 Asian species. The 2 African species are the white rhino and the black rhino. And we have white rhino here at the zoo. If you go up to our Africa Savannah section, we've got 2 white rhinos. The 3 Asian species are the great Indian rhinoceros, these ones here, the Sumatran rhino, and the Javan rhino. Now, all 5 species are endangered. I don't know if I have an updated number, but I think there's only about 2,500 Indian rhinos left in the wild. So that's hardly any. We have more visitors to the zoo each day than that, so it's quite a small number. And the Sumatran rhino, there's only a couple hundred, and the Javan rhino, I think there's like less than 50. So they're all critically endangered. But our rhinos and most zoos in North America and even worldwide, they've participated in a breeding program called SSP, which stands for Species Survival Plan. So basically there's just a list of their genetics, and individuals are matched up to what they can produce the best genetic offspring in captivity. So Vishnu and our female Asha Kiran, they were deemed a good match, and they were brought here a couple years back. They were both born in zoos in the States, so they were brought from the States. And they reach sexual maturity around 6 to 8 years old. So our female's 8, he's 10 years old. So they both are sexually mature. We haven't had successful breeding yet, but they're both very young animals. They can live into their 40s in captivity. So they're both still very young, lots of breeding age ahead of us. But they were paired up because they were deemed to create the best genetic offspring capable. When a baby's born, it's about 150 pounds, and it'll stay with the mom for the first 2 to 3 years of life, and then it'll go off on its own. So you can see what I was giving him today. This is just some browse that the gardeners trim us. That's most similar to their natural diet. They mainly eat leaf material. And you can see his upper lip, it's kind of pointed, it's called a prehensile lip. So they use it just like a finger, and they'll wrap it around branches and pull down, and they'll grab all those leaves. So that's their main diet, and that's why they have that specially adapted lip. If you go to our Africa Savannah section and you look at our white rhinos, their upper lip is flat, just like their bottom lip, because they're mainly grazers. So their main diet is grasses, and they're just like giant
that would have been a good shot right there.
All those clipped grass. But that's why they have that different adapted lips. Now, in our climate, here in Canada, we don't always get browse available. So when it is available, like the summer months, we love to give them as much of it as we can, because that's most similar to their natural diet. But to balance and offset what we don't have in browse, we give them hay. They get about 1.5 bales of hay a day. Depending on the time of year, sometimes they increase their diet, sometimes they go down, just depending on the season. They also get herbivore cubes, which is pretty much just dog chow for herbivores. It's just crushed up hay with added vitamins and minerals. And they get about 8 kilograms of that a day, so that's about over 16 pounds of that. You want the other one? And they also get lots of produce. They get carrots, apples, cantaloupe, lettuce.